My nose is quite stuffy. I took some cetirizine, and it's supposed to help with the allergies. And I am going to be learning how to use the HyperTubes, because since we have brass, we can make panes, we can make the HyperTube entrance block. So I'll say this is another sort of transportation. And it says create HyperTubes. Ever wanted to build a transportation network in Minecraft similar to the one in Satisfactory? I never heard what that was. Satisfactory mod. Create HyperTubes is an add-on for Create mod inspired by the Satisfactory HyperTubes, allowing you to construct intricate and seamless tube systems for moving players and entities with ease. HyperTubes offer a new way to travel in your Minecraft world. So I would say this makes transportation seem seamless. And since I have allergies, this is going to be very annoying. But I am thinking about building the tube all the way to that floating island. But first, what I'm going to do is make the smeltery so we could at least smelt something. I wish we could move stuff into the nether, but we couldn't yet. And I've already made precision mechanisms just in case I want to make the mechanical arms. And sorry for my sniffing, but this is what happens when you have allergies or pollinitis. It's just hard to ignore it. But this is the reality. So I have to move these. I know we gotta use the encase fan. Encase fan. Lava bucket. I know we gotta turn some stuff into glass. So the encase tube is, I can probably set up to this level and place a few gearboxes behind it. I'm just going to see what new things we can learn with Create. Oh. There we go. And then just a gearbox. Not vertical. There we go. Yep. That definitely blew us all the way back. I can cover that now. So now I have to add shafts because we're going to be cooking. And I'm going to add a belt. Now that we have a belt, I'm not sure if I want to use the mechanical arms so I can just, you know, pull stuff on and take stuff off, but we also have smart chutes. Smart chutes and smart funnels. So the brass funnel, dried kelp, brass, electron tube. Alright, I'm going to try to make that. I do feel a little bit itchy, but I don't know why. I'm just going to say it's allergy season. I wish allergies wasn't something that I have to deal with, but it's part of life. Mechanical press. There we go. cook some kelp. I do feel a bit itchy. So I gotta go and make another cooker or smoker. Also, you do see that I did remove a few of those trees, so it's a little bit clearer up here, but just for the sake of preventing the spiders from coming over. But the only thing I gotta deal with is my own allergies, seasonal allergies. Now we can make the funnel. Now we can put stuff in the chest and it just gets processed to materials. Alright, so I can take this one off. And okay, I got another vertical. So I have to bridge this one. Okay, that pushes that way. Okay, so I had to make another gearbox. I know. Allergies is just beating me up right now. Okay. So it's going this way. Well, it can be cooked in either way though. Like if it's going this way, I could still put items in, but it's just going downwards. Yeah, I could still probably make this work. Alright, so let me... Okay. Make it a little higher. When you do this, this also has to like have an area where it just goes down. It just needs something to go down into, like a hole. Because once it goes down there, it pushes. And it does what it's supposed to do. Okay. That may also mean I might have to add another gear. Because I'm still excited on trying out the HyperTubes. Because I know the HyperTubes is something new. Like I never used the HyperTubes before. But it will probably be something interesting. You can see that these flames go a lot further. So I just need to place this down like this. Then we have a chest right here, but I meant to add a funnel. There we go. Then it goes in, because we don't want nothing to burn. I'll just do that. Then put my chest down. I just hope it doesn't like cause a fire. Chest right here. Sneak through. There. And then I gotta toggle it where it comes outward, because with the smart chute, it pulls out stacks or bulks, and then I have to make an item list. Item or a filter. Iron wool. So when we do this, we get a filter, and we just put whatever that we want to smelt in there. So say we want copper, iron, gold. I'll say anything that's smeltable. We open this up, we put the stuff in here, and now it's saved on there. Then we gotta put it on the filter since it's a smalt filter. So whenever we get raw ore, it just immediately gets converted into there. It's very helpful. Alright, so let me check my inventory. So now that we have set up our smeltery system that can smelt things in bulks, but I really wish I could build a big smeltery in the nether, so I can do what I can do, be creative. But I gotta stay within the overworld for now. I really thought it stopped the spider issue, but it seems like they also can crawl over walls, which is something I totally forgot about. So we want to cook up some glass and add it to the filter, so we can have glass. So we add glass in there. So now we have glass. We can decorate. So we just put this back on the smart filter and then add all the sand in there. And it's going to do all the work. So all we got to do is just put it in here. And it just gets to work. And it smelts in the bulk. I know I gotta use like some more of my remaining water wheels for the HyperTubes. So right now it's cooking. So when we get this cooking, it's gonna go right into this chest. And it feels like I should add like another chest to that part. There we go. See, there you go, see? All the glass. Instead of me just placing it once in the furnace, we could just place bulks of it, which saves a lot of time. See? Life is a lot easier. Alright, so now that we've done that, I can actually begin decorating a little bit. But the HyperTubes, I actually have to try to calculate like how far I want the tubes to be. Because I know I have to like make more just for the sake of I would say just to, you know, use the tubes. Because I am using all this at full throttle. Like right now it's really fast. And I know I have like the other side, but it's only like a few water wheels. I gotta figure out where to put the door, then where to charge up the other ones. I'm not sure if I want to like make a bottom floor. It's a lot of things that's flooding in my mind right now. I have to see. There's HyperTubes. Because I checked it out. Because I can make like the entrance blocks. See, I can like go in there. To enter, you need a power with at least 16 RPM. But I'm just saying, I think we can go like very far with the tubes, because it can go like up to 16. To create a HyperTube, can I just right click with the tube while holding another tube? I'm trying to see like how far can it go? Like, can I stretch with like 16 of them? I'm trying to understand like the math. So we gotta turn these into panes. Alright, we gotta turn a few of these into plates. I know we gotta use the cauldron again. So we have 8 of these in here. Okay. So we have tubes. So let me see how this works. Okay. So I actually do want to test something though. Let me like try to see how long it can go. Okay, so I just want to see something. I just want to find like a good spot to test. Like, so this is like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to want to see if we can try to go to at least like 17 blocks. I'm just saying it as if, like, does this make sense? So it seems like it does work. Seems like it works. It can go above 17. Because I'm really trying to see, like, can we, like, stretch this out any, like, further. Because we're doing this for science. Because they give us so many tubes, but I'm not sure if more tubes meaning, like, strength-wise. These algae are really bugging me. Alright, so that's 30. So if I click, so, okay. So it actually take up the 32 I had with 8, so that means it used up 24. So technically, this means, it technically means we have to make tons of these, like 3,000 of these. And 3,000 of those is insane amounts. Meaning, that's going to be a lot of work. So I want to get up there. I'm still going to call this a laboratory. It's just, I'm dealing with itchiness in my body because I don't know why. Allergies are just annoying. Okay. Allergies are just annoying. Okay. Place cauldron in there. I have to do this again. Okay. Let me just put 17 in there. And light it up. Might just take 16 of these and some wood. It feels like I should put more copper in there. I mean, more zinc in there. But I know we can't make the crushers yet. Because I don't think that's on my agenda. Because crushers, that stuff is more expensive. Let me just put 28. So I have to make tons of these HyperTubes. Like, that's a crazy amount of tubing. Crazy tubing. Now it's raining again. I guess that's why I had to try to set up a little station so I don't get shot by, or, you know, zapped by lightning, because I don't know if this is, like, gonna kill me in one tap. So that's gotta be mindful. Just put this, like this. Nice little ceiling. Just something to protect my head. Alright. So now we did that. Now we gotta craft more of those tubes. Because that's definitely a lot of tubing. Because if I really want to make something where we can migrate, because I really love to see the sunset over there, but these shaders, I really have to see the reality of most of these things. I'm figuring it out. I'm trying to see, like, how will I enter in here? Maybe I might have to enter to the back and then... I mean, I'll just try to make something work. Since I know the back, because I know we're going to have, like, some glass. Maybe this part here might just be where the other set of water wheels go. Just to keep some of my things running. But I have to double it up with more of that deep slate. My gosh. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Okay. I'll place my water wheels. Get my 5 and then put them up there. And then we got water wheels. Then I gotta make another rotational controller, speed controller. Then make a accelerator or the entrance. And then I can just make a pipe. And I can just go up and down. And I can just pipe all the way over there. But it does sound like tedious work though, since we are very far away. But I'm just going to do it just because it's something new and it's different. It's not just something that I, know, because I want to try new things. I just want to see what happens if I do it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we still have 10 more wheels. Then I'm just going to make one control. There we go. One control. Gotta make some more gears, more andesite casings. Buckets of water and ladders. So I can put water in there. Okay. I might change the orientation of this ladder, or just try to enter a different way. Right on this side over here. At least I'm close to the water source. One more bucket of water. Alright. So now that's working. All we gotta do is hook a gearbox to it. Alright. Okay, so this is going to be in motion. Now we got rotational force. Now, there we go. So now we have this rolling. Now we gotta have to install the tubing. Because I know we have the entrance tube, which requires cogwheel, dried kelp, smart chute, brass sheet, electron tube, a chute. Okay. That means I gotta turn these nuggets back into an ingot. Let's see. Oh, two iron plates. So, 4 chutes. Well, we definitely going to need some more redstone now. Oh yeah. This is getting expensive. Alright, so we're going to have to try to get some iron. Okay. So I had to go get a shovel. I'm just going to say we're running low on material, which is very natural for situations like these. It's to the point where I guess when things become expensive, because all I just need is some iron, and I gotta do the brass again. Reset. Okay. I think this is where the diving tank's supposed to be helpful here. So let me see something. So let me just go like this. So let me just build back up, get my diving tank, harvest that material down there, and then we got ourselves some more raw minerals to process. There we go. Only got 9 minutes to be down here. We got some zinc down here. So we found more of this acrote, which is a different compound than just vanilla Minecraft, which can be used to molt into coins for trading. I have to see like what other uses it has other than just being used for coins. Smart shoot. So smart shoot. Oh, that was quick. Sorry. Alright, now we have a smart shoot. Now we have a HyperTube entrance block. I really do want to see how this works because I want to see how fast I go. I hope it doesn't like I hope it doesn't like kill me on contact or anything like that. But we're gonna try for science. So I think I should go ahead and make another box. Because I think... because it needs speed. So I do it like this. Too short to travel. So if I... okay. So let me try something. If I do it like this. So let me see. Ooh, okay. And I think we can enter back in. That's actually kind of cool. But let's see some. You can also change the design of it. I'm just trying to see some. I think you can, I'm not sure you can like connect it. You can see like you can like make different designs. Well, that's still nice. Let me just put that back over. Okay, so it can go diagonally, but it still looks quite strange how it goes diagonally. Like, see, you can like do it this way. See, you can also make like loops. I don't know how that works. Too high. It's quite trippy, but let me see. Try to see how experimental I could be. But it seems like we can make loops, but try to see some. That is strange. So let me just do it this way and just get into the tube. Yep. That is really fast. So, if we really want to, that would also mean I have to make a tube for entering back in. Because, again, that's going to be a lot of work. Because we want something that can put us back in and then come back out. Because it makes me think about making another smart tube, but I don't have any more smart tubes. So I can only like go I can only go but so far with it. Because I want to see like let me see something. I want to see like, could I like put one like right here, like this. I would say this would definitely require me to use my brain a little bit. Like, if I want to do it to this. It says it's too high. See, I'm trying to see how can I like, I do see this as possible. Yeah, you can see that it goes this way. Let me see. Yeah, you can also make it fling you out too. It's kind of cool. Let me see something. Could I place this on top where it's like, do I gotta like stand on it? I'm just gonna try something like, it might be something basic, not something crazy, but something grounded. Not sure it's like trying to loop. This can sometimes be messy. This can sometimes be messy. Okay, I see that possible. Yeah. I'm just gonna probably keep it as simple. Yep. Take this down. So let's go underground then. Not sure how deep I want to go underground, because I definitely got to get over there. And that's a hike. I don't know. Plus, I gotta try to see how we want to make it point upwards and downwards. Because I'm not sure, like, something about angle points. Is it just like working with the conveyors? Because it might be similar to conveyors. Yeah, I think it's pretty similar to conveyors. Like, I actually have to work on this. It's quite bizarre. Because I don't know how deep. Plus, I think we can also go through water. Alright, let me get my diving suit, because I think this is going to be needed. I'll say this will be one of the most sophisticating projects I'll ever do on this SMP. It'd be quite sophisticating, because all I gotta do is like go in there and I just basically just pipe through. It's kind of funny how I just pipe in there. I'm definitely not a plumber. I'm a scientist. Alright, so I'm going looking this way. Again, I don't know how deep it is, but it should be deep enough just to get something connected. Because I know I'm probably gonna have something like that there. And okay, let me see this. Okay, so it does play like a little yeah. Interesting. So I might as well have to make like a hole for this side then. So yeah, this is going to be mostly plumbing that we're going to be doing. of the experience. So we just connect that to this. Now we're inside the tube. Yep. So it connects to the tube, and the tube's going to get connected to this. There we go. So you can see it's going a loop here. Then we gotta keep going. I think I can also get into swim animation and do it this way. But great, I actually gotta continue this for like a while. So that means I gotta be in this swimming animation. Clean that up. There we go. So we gotta mine. So we have to travel all these blocks, or crawl these mini blocks. That's actually insane work. Tons of brass, tons of zinc, tons of copper. But this makes me just want to go on copper hunts and things like that. Probably to keep myself busy. I've been recording for 55 minutes currently, and I know there's still a lot more to do. Because I know these HyperTubes, it's just going to be something else. Like, this is not something I could just, like, finish in one day. This takes repetition. And these effects are just too much. I'm trying to see, like, where the blocks. I'm trying to cover the water so I can at least see where this piping is going. Because when you do that, I have to click this, drag it all the way out, or I have to crawl just to connect it. I mean, it's still crazy work. How is it too high? I mean, there's a piece right here. Strange. So it's too high. So I guess it's like only a few a piece then. What about this one? Yeah, I think they only go to like a specific number. Interesting. Okay, so this is where the piping continues. This is actually the journey. because we're not even that close. We need like a lot of those pieces. And probably at this rate, I could probably go back to the island, or go back to my old lab. But the funny part is, that is distance away. Maybe like one of the most absurd things I have ever done. But I'm pretty sure once I build this, somebody's gonna probably want to use it. And I have a feeling somebody's gonna want to use it. But I have to say, is the pressure tube that useful to transfer me to like long distances? Because I do want to see how it works. Like, does it actually transport me in a long distance? Because if it does, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, it says it's too high. So that means I gotta put some brakes in between. Or is it because it's shifted? Okay, it's shifted, that's why. Let's see. See, that works. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So I might have to try to see like how'd this one get clipped, or how was this installed? But I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do is I might have to start making like a little small room just to indicate like these are like one of the rooms that I've actually tried to build, because I want to make it seem like I'm actually doing something that's tangible and it's possible. Because this isn't impossible, it's possible, but it's just very time consuming. Because I gotta get tons of brass and tons of zinc, and if I can make the crushing wheels, it'll definitely make things a lot easier. And I'm telling you, it'll just make things very easy. Because all I gotta do is find... Because I know on the island there's tons of zinc everywhere, and I could just harvest it. But the only issue is I gotta go back there. Okay, so since this is going to be stopping like right here, I'm just going to build like a room to indicate like I've actually built some tubes. And I'm just going to break all these and just report back to the laboratory. I would say this will be painful to do, but it's quite sophisticating for me just to keep going. Because I want to see how far can this tube take me. Like, is it really fast with that rotation per minute? This is a good amount of zinc, but I need more so I can continue making more brass and more tubes, because I need 3,000 of them. And 3,000 is a big number. So I gotta go zinc and copper hunting. Oh, that's just the blaze. I thought I heard something like burning. Okay, and I think I should also make an area for my back tanks to charge, so they can be charged, because that's important. So we just put one down. Oh, it's overstressed. Okay, I can adjust the speed. There we go. Still pretty fast. So now let's go ahead and sample this chute. Wow. Look at that. Now that is fast. I mean, it does take us to the whole loop-de-loop or whatever. I mean, it does change your POV forcefully, but as you can see, it works. Just gotta make a lot more of those, get tons of more brass, and then still continue on the hyper, or the, yeah, it's called the HyperTubes. Continue on the HyperTube. Let me just wait for my pickaxe to break, because we are still far away despite this thing actually works. So I'm just gonna probably just do this. I'm not sure which thumbnail I'm gonna go with, but maybe this one. Maybe that one might do. Or I might just go back and take the one where it just has an entering chute or something. But I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do actually is maybe add some glass to the area, just to show that we have at least added something visually for the lab. But I would say this is a very messy process. Like, this is very incredibly messy. But yet, it works. It's just very messy. Just gotta make some more tubes, and then we gotta stretch the tubes all the way to the floating island. And then I would say the tubes are gonna probably be the only way you can... I would say the tubes would probably be the only way for me to get to the floating island. And then I probably have to do the same thing likewise back, just to get back to my lab. Unless I want to make a shortcut where it's like, I don't have to do that or reuse the same pipe. But I wish we could reuse the same pipe. But again, I really don't know. But yeah, I think that is going to be all for this playthrough experience, because we have finally get to use the HyperTubes. And I'll say the HyperTubes do work. So now we can go up and down and go around and do whatever we want. It's not going to be crazy, but I'm just going to keep it real and keep it grounded with how it's made by design. So let me just do this, because I might do this off camera just to make it look a little nice, and maybe go down all the way to the ground and pick up some more deep slate for the design, unless I just want to start using diorite. Sorry. The algae are kind of annoying me right now, so I think it's time for me to like rest up, because it is what, 2:45 a.m. in the morning. The citizen should have worked, but I guess it barely worked. So let me just do this. Yeah, I think that's probably high enough. Alright. See, at least it gives us a nice view of the sun rising from this angle, from the west. So now, all we gotta do is make some more of these. In which I gotta get some more copper and more zinc, but especially more copper and zinc at the same time. So let me just put that in there, and let's see how many we're gonna do, because I'm gonna do this off camera anyway to keep the tubes going, because this is a very lengthy process. Alright, so let me just put them in there. Yep. So you can see like it's converting all of our brass into brass ingots. But I think from this amount it's going to give us 128 brass ingots to work with, which is more than enough to, I would say it will be enough, but you still need to do it for like thousands, which thousands is like crazy numbers, like more than thousands. And I gotta turn these into plates. And also, wait a second. Clipboard. That's the one thing I'm trying to do, is make a clipboard. I need a clipboard. Alright, so now we have a clipboard. So now I can write down, collect zinc and copper. Continue HyperTube to Monulite Island. And try to figure out make crushers? Question mark. There we go. Oh yeah, we can also place our clipboard on the wall. So now we know like what to do. Okay, so let me just press these final pieces. Then I'm gonna go ahead and check to see how many do we get from all that. Because I know it's gonna be more than like, because you need like 3,000 worth of HyperTubes. Which that's an insane amount, which means I probably have to space them out every 16 to keep doing it over and over and over. It's excruciating, but once I set up the system for myself and just go to the island easily, then at least I made something that worked. But it does want me, but I do want to try to see what happens if I try to attempt to connect it right with each other. Like, would it allow the player to enter back in through the enter tube? Like, I'm just kind of like having that type of mindset. Because anything is possible. Anything is possible. So let me put these in the corner. I'm not sure that's how they go. Okay. Okay, so we do get like stacks. So that's what. Let me pull up my calculator. So that's 64 times 8. That's only 512 HyperTube blocks. That's not a lot. That means I have to get more brass, which means copper and zinc. It just gets crazier. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and end it right here. And if you guys enjoyed the experience, then I'm very grateful for your time, because we have now worked with actually making the HyperTube. And this HyperTube sends us from point A to point B really fast. So when we continue this HyperTube and just put it under and then it just goes all the way over to the floating island, then I can try to see if I can try to get some redstone and make another one of these entry HyperTubes, so we can probably enter in and out, possibly, so we can come back to the lab and go to the island whenever we want to. But yeah, until then, see you guys next time with another Monulite SMP experience.